Good afternoon. My name is Andy Hulse, and I am the manager of Youth Experience with 4 H Ontario. It is my absolute pleasure to present you today our outgoing 2025 ambassador team and to welcome in our 2026 ambassador team. While I wish we could all be together in person today to honor these two deserving groups, we will be having an in-person dinner with both teams in May in Guelph to celebrate the end of one term and the beginning of the other. Before we begin, this program would not have been possible without the support of FS. Their vision and assistance for this program to provide development opportunities for youth in 4-H is so very appreciated. They have been with this initiative since its beginning, and we are excited to continue working with them in this impactful program. We would also like to recognize the support of the Ontario Ministry of Agriculture, Food, and Agribusiness for their continued support of the Ambassador Program. Part of being a 4-H Ontario ambassador is the completion of a community engagement project. This is an opportunity for our ambassadors to identify gaps in their own communities and to plan and execute ways to address those gaps. Ambassadors work for several months on these projects, and it's always a highlight of the program to hear about the final results and witness the individual growth of the team as they complete their chosen work. Our 2025 ambassador team will now be presenting their community engagement projects.
This is Claire McCorkindale, and today I'm sharing my community engagement project, Hands That Help, Hearts That Shine. This project focused on recognizing the hardworking, selfless volunteers in our 4-H community, the people who give their time quietly and consistently to help others succeed. The idea behind this project was simple. I wanted to show appreciation to volunteers who truly made an impact but may not always receive recognition. I believe a little bit goes a long way. Even a small token of appreciation can mean so much to inspire others to step up and serve. To make this happen, I created a social media nomination form, gathered supplies, and set a goal of recognizing a few outstanding individuals with something meaningful and personal. The appreciation gift was a miniature decorative barn quilt, something that connects our agricultural roots and symbolizes community. I was honestly blown away by the response. We received 50 nominations, which really shows how many incredible leaders and volunteers we have in our community. Each nomination included thoughtful messages about how these individuals had impacted youth, supported clubs, and strengthened 4-H values. I also want to share how the quilts were made because that was a really special part of this project. We actually started with wooden pallets. They were planed down and sanded to create a smooth surface. We used dowels and wood glue to assemble the backing securely. It was a hands-on process from start to finish, which made every quilt even more meaningful. Lastly, we got to tape off and design, and we painted each section by hand. A lot of time and care went into every single one, and I'd like to give thanks to everyone who helped me in this process. My boyfriend Theo helped me with the construction of the barn quilts, which I would not have been able to do myself, and my mom Carolyn helped me with the creative side and painting. From those nominations, 5 individuals were selected who truly stood out for the difference they've made. Alicia Bryans, Matt Reeser, Monica Viet, Janice Kyle, and Shauna Ward. These individuals represent the heart of 4-H: leadership, mentorship, dedication, and service. While only 5 were selected, each nominee deserved recognition, and reading their stories was one of the most rewarding parts of this project. This project definitely did have its challenges. It was time-consuming to organize nominations, communicate with people, and create each quilt. I'm in university full-time, so it was very difficult to time manage at the beginning of school and Christmas break and everything. It is also difficult to choose only 5 winners when so many people were deserving. However, those challenges made the final outcome even more meaningful. Overall, this project reminded me how strong and supportive our 4-H community truly is. Taking this time to say thank you really matters. Recognition builds confidence, strengthens connections, and encourages continued involvement. It has truly been an honor to complete this project and serve as a 4-H ambassador. Thank you.
My name is Sydney Sicard, one of the 2025 to 26 4-H Ontario ambassadors, and I am pleased to share my community engagement project with you. A community engagement project is a requirement for 4-H Ontario ambassadors to find a need or a gap in their community, or all of Ontario, and do what they can to fill in that gap. When planning for my project, I wanted to do something that deeply aligned with my values. First, I wanted to do something directly related to 4-H, as the program has given so much to me. It has made me into the person I am today, taught me essential life skills and leadership abilities, and I wish to give back to 4-H in appreciation. I am also a strong believer in the importance of agricultural education. Agricultural education is the cornerstone of our world. Every industry and community relies on it, and helping others understand that connection is something I take pride in. Lastly, I value youth development and investing in the next generation of leaders. Supporting their growth strengthens our communities and ensures a bright future for agriculture and beyond. So on to the planning stage. I wanted to figure out what I could do for my county, and I came up with three things that I wanted to do with my project. I wanted to bring new members in to continue growing 4-H. I wanted to educate and empower the next generation, and I want to do it in classic 4-H style. Learn to do by doing in a fun and interactive way. Then came the light bulb. Clover buds. Grey County has been lacking a Clover buds program for quite some time, and I thought it was time for it to return. Now that I have made a decision of what I wanted to do, I needed to plan out my 5 W's and H to be able to thoroughly and thoughtfully plan a Clover buds program. My who. Since this was a program for children ages 6 to 8, I needed to build a plan that caters for the interests of that demographic, and I kept that in mind through the whole process. My what. I want to build a fun and engaging course for the next generation of leaders. My when. I wanted to run the program through the spring and summer. Where. I understand that Grey County is a large county, and I kept that in mind when planning meeting locations to make it as accessible as possible for everyone. My why. I wanted to run the Clover Buds program because I believe that 4-H and agricultural education is crucial for the development of the next generation. My how. With a team of dedicated leaders, thoughtful planning, and organization, I could successfully run the program. We had a total of 6 meetings. Our first meeting was farm and home safety. We got to know the members and we taught them about what 4-H is, and we did interactive activities to learn about being safe at home and on the farm to help prepare for future farm tours, and we also did some team building activities. Our second meeting was our beef housing meeting. We were touring a beef farm, learning about safety around livestock, what they eat, and how they are housed. We attended a meeting of the Meaford 4-H Beef Club to observe how the official business of a meeting is conducted. The club also taught the Clover Buds some tips and tricks about showing beef cattle should they choose to do so in the future. Our third meeting was horse education. We learned how to work safely around horses, what they eat, how to lead a horse, and all the different body parts on a horse and bathing a horse. Our fourth meeting was our dairy meeting. We toured a dairy farm and learned about all the different life stages of dairy cattle, learning about milk production and basic systems of the DFO. Thanks to the School of Moo for teaching us. Our fifth meeting was our tie-dye meeting. We tie-dyed t-shirts and learned how to be creative and think outside the box. And our last meeting was our sheep meeting. We joined the Grey Highlands Sheep Club at their meeting, playing 4-H Jeopardy and learning about sheep housing and sheep feeding. The Grey Highlands Sheep Club also taught the Clover Buds how to show a sheep and let them give it a try as well. And then once the club was completed, it was time for me to do some review and reflection. I've taken some time to review how the club went and do some reflection on where I learned, succeeded, and where I could have improved. What have I learned? It takes an army to plan, advertise, and put on a fun and educational 4-H club. I learned how rewarding it is to teach and guide younger members as they discover new skills and interests. Working with Clover Buds helped me develop patience, creativity, and confidence in my ability to lead. My biggest success was having a team of dedicated 4-H leaders helping me with every meeting and every step. We were able to plan 6 engaging and fun meetings with the help of farm families and community members, and we had a total of 8 members complete the club. In future years, I would like to hold more than just 6 meetings. Another area where I could improve myself is to plan more activities during meetings. I found at times that activities had been completed faster than anticipated, and having extra resources would have been a good idea. And many thanks to FS Growmark for sponsoring the Ambassador Program, Jeff, Allie, Lindsay, and Shaylee for helping and being fantastic leaders, Colesdale Farms and Meaford 4-H Beef Club for helping with the beef meeting, Valley Kirk Farms for helping with the dairy meeting, Grey Highlands 4-H Sheep Club for helping with our sheep meeting, and the Ibbotson family for helping with the horse meeting. Thank you all for your valuable time.
Welcome to my Ambassador Community Engagement Project. I'm Josh Brander. Before we get started here, I just want to tell you a little bit about me. I participated in the original Cloverwoods pilot. I've completed 94 clubs in my 13 years of membership. I have attended regional, provincial, and national conferences and opportunities. I was the youth director on both Wellington 4-H Association and the Ontario 4-H Council. I wanted to be ambassador to just give back to the program who made me who I am today. Going forward, since I have aged out now, I do intend to become a 4-H leader now. My ambassador project this year, or my community engagement project, my objective for this going in was to increase awareness of the 4-H program and to encourage both youth and volunteers to participate, and specifically how to highlight that 4-H can be a strong partner in a fair by bringing youth participants, demonstrations, competitions, and volunteers. So my original idea was to set up a booth at a fall fair and have kind of like an interactive learning type session for the kids there and the participants at the fair. It ended up falling apart due to some unfortunate circumstances. So I had to come up with a couple different ideas, and luckily I was able to get in with the 4-H booth at the OAAS conference in Richmond Hill, which was an amazing experience, and I'm glad I could do it. And that really helped me emphasize my second objective here. So what I did, how I accomplished it, I hosted a tabletop booth at the Ontario Association of Agricultural Societies convention. And this convention brings together over 1,000 delegates from across Ontario and represents over 210 agricultural societies. There's many people there not even related to these ag societies, just there for the trade show and other talks, and to see what booths were there like ours. So it was an amazing way to focus on highlighting ways to add value to fairs, such as entertainment or other organizations that may help the success of fairs. In addition to that, it's focusing on how a 4-H experience at your fall fair can bring in not only more 4-Hers, but more outside people into 4-H as well. The participants in this conference were mostly fair executives, but there were about 75 fair ambassadors there as well. Going on to what I learned from being an ambassador, definitely practice my public speaking and thinking on my feet. I learned the importance of time management, a very valuable skill to go into life having. I met tons and tons of 4-H members and volunteers from across Ontario. I interact with the strong supporters of 4-H program. I have helped younger members learn to do by doing in Discovery Days, and promoted the 4-H program to both members and potential volunteers. I do believe I learned quite a bit more than that, but I believe that's all we have time for right now. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for the opportunity for me to participate in the Ambassador Program, and a huge thanks to our sponsor as well, FS. We could not do this without you, and yeah, it's been an incredible year. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paige Grant, and I was one of the 2025-2026 4-H Ontario ambassadors. And this year, we had to do a community engagement project. So what our community engagement project entails is that through the course of our 1 year, each ambassador had to find an issue or an area in their community that they felt that they could either improve on or strengthen within their community. So what was my decision process like? Well, it was very complicated. As someone who has been in 4-H their entire lives, I knew that this would give me a chance to actually do something meaningful in my community and the surrounding areas. At first glance, there was a lot of different options that I could choose from. So I recruited the help of one of my 4-H leaders, Marilyn Lawrence, and we were finally able to land on one choice, one that would take much more time than previously thought. So what was my engagement project? For my community engagement project, I decided to create a traveling barn quilt. The barn quilt was made up of 4 large sections that all came together to make one large barn quilt. Each section was made up of 36 tiles, which had to be painstakingly hand-sanded, painted, and then was covered in concrete sealer to protect it from UV light and the elements. Once all of the sections came together, it made one large barn quilt representing what 4-H means to youth in Grey County. So, what kind of challenges did we have? During this project, we encountered quite a few hiccups, including One, we didn't realize just how big this would be until we started sanding the tiles. In hindsight, we didn't realize how big it was going to be and just how much work it would take to finish this project. But now that it's done, it was so worth it. Number two, finding the time that works for others in the community to be able to help us. We found it quite challenging to find times that would work for everybody. Initially, we were trying to piece it together so that we could do one big group night where we rented out the hall, but that kind of just was not working. So we decided to go into smaller groups, which felt way more manageable. Third of all, some of the colors actually did need multiple coats. Some of the colors actually, we thought they would be okay, but they turned out not being good. But luckily we had plenty of squares left to do, so we could keep coming back to them. In the photo, you can see co-ambassador Sydney Sicard and I gluing down all of the tiles, which that night we learned never to trust Paige with an air gun nailer. It did not go so well. So what happens next is that I hope my barn quilt is able to go around and showcase what 4-H in Grey County looks like. It will be available to be viewed at different fairs and events around the area. Obviously, if I am able to go, I will absolutely go with it, with the goal to be continuing on to do something even more impactful or just as impactful in my community each year when I'm not ambassador. So this is my final project. It was quite a long time in the making to make that, but yeah, it's pretty large. I had to stand on my tippy toes behind it to make it work. So a big thank you to our ambassador sponsor, FS, as well as Marilyn Lawrence, Hillary Braidner for cutting all the squares, and for everyone else for making this possible.
Thank you, 2025 ambassadors, for sharing your community engagement projects. Thank you also for your dedication to the program and for being positive role models and sharing your stories during every event you attended. To show our deep gratitude to this outgoing team, these ambassadors will be receiving a personalized 4-H clock made by Kim Turnbull to remember their time as such an integral part of the 4-H program. They will be receiving their clocks when we gather together in person on May 9th in Guelph to welcome in the new group and say one last thank you to this outgoing team. To Josh, Paige, Claire, and Sydney, please be proud of your accomplishments because we are so proud of all the hard work you put in and the dedication you showed. Congratulations on your successful year as a 4-H Ontario ambassador. Thank you so much for all your hard work, and we wish you nothing but the best on your continuing journeys. For 2026, we welcome a new team of 6 4-H Ontario ambassadors who are heading into a year of excitement and adventure. These individuals are very keen as they submitted an application, had an interview, and gave a presentation to a panel in order to be selected. Once this group is trained in May, the start of their reign will begin, and then they will be traveling across the province, engaging with many 4-H events and new community initiatives for their upcoming year. It's sure to be a year full of lots of excitement. First up, we have Anna Chakrzycki. Anna joined the Grey 4-H Association in 2025 and was quick to dive into the world of dairy. She participated in the Wyerton Dairy 4-H Club and was named 2025 Grand Champion Dairy Showperson at her Achievement Day. Anna then went on to compete at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair in November 2025, where she received the Justin Parrish Memorial Award. Beyond 4-H, Anna is an active member of her community, serving as an ambassador for the Ontario Agricultural College and the Wyerton District Agricultural Society. In her application, Anna shared, "I am incredibly grateful to this organization and its core values and morals that strongly align with my own personal beliefs. The opportunity to give back and serve the community is integral to supporting youth. It would be an incredible experience to continue to grow and develop my interest and confidence in the agricultural field." Welcome to the team, Anna. We're very excited to have you. Next up, we have Jacob Bergsman for the Oxford 4-H Association. Jacob has been a 4-H participant for 12 years and has completed 54 projects during his tenure. He has also competed in provincial Go for the Gold 6 times and taken part in other provincial opportunities, including Discovery Days, Youth Adventure Camp, Provincial 4-H Leadership Camp, the Impact Conference, Future Leaders in Action, and the National Members Forum with 4-H Canada. Jacob began volunteering as a 4-H camp facilitator in 2024 and dedicates his time to other organizations such as Junior Farmers and Niagara College's Feed the Community initiative. When asked why he wants to be a 4-H Ontario ambassador, Jacob said, "When talking with adults who are in 4-H or have seen the impact of 4-H on others, they speak so highly of the program, and that makes me proud to see what impressions people have of 4-H. I hope the ambassador program can help me make a larger impact on those around me and bring more awareness to the 4-H program. Welcome to the team, Jacob. Next, we have Kaylee Wells from the Grenville 4-H Association. Kaylee joined the 4-H program in 2016 and has since completed 30 projects, including beef, dairy, and judging. She has competed in both the provincial and national judging competitions and won various high point awards in both beef and dairy. In addition to 4-H, she has participated in a variety of Ontario Agricultural College clubs and is a member of the Ontario Hereford Association and the Ottawa Valley Herefords Club. When asked what makes her proud to be a 4-H participant, Kaylee shared, "When I first started participating in 4-H, I was very shy and would get so nervous to go to meetings. Through the great members and leaders in this program, I quickly was able to come out of my shell, build new connections, and learn critical skills that continue to help me every day. I think what makes me most proud to be a 4-H participant is a sense of belonging, achievement, meeting new people, and working together." We're so glad to have you, Kaylee. Next up, we have Briar Shepherd from the Wellington 4-H Association. Briar has been a 4-H participant for 7 years and has completed 56 projects during that time, in addition to earning multiple dairy and judging awards. She has represented the Wellington 4-H Association at the TD Canadian 4-H Dairy Classic and participated in other provincial opportunities, including Future Leaders in Action, Career Mania, Dairy Sense, and a club-to-club exchange with 4-H Saskatchewan. In addition, Briar is also actively involved in her community at the University of Guelph and locally with the Erin Agricultural Society, Stanley Stick Hockey Association, and the Aberfoyle Community Centre. When asked why she wanted to become an ambassador, Briar said, "I hope to serve as a positive role model and mentor, encouraging young people to take initiative, explore new opportunities, and recognize their full potential. Representing an organization I truly believe in while helping others discover the same opportunities that shaped my leadership journey would be an absolute privilege." Welcome to the team, Briar. Next, we have Jesselyn Hendricks from both the Huron and Bruce 4-H Associations. Jesselyn joined 4-H in 2014 and has completed 40 projects throughout the Huron and Bruce 4-H Association. She is a highly decorated 4-H'er, having received many high point awards for her participation in livestock projects and judging competitions, in addition to representing both the Huron and Bruce 4-H Associations at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. Beyond 4-H, Jesselyn is active in her community, dedicating time to volunteer with the Sheep Farmers of Ontario, Beef Farmers of Ontario, Ontario Pork, the Huron Pioneer Thresher and Hobby Show, and the Belmore Maple Syrup Festival. When asked why she was proud to be a 4-H participant, she said, "I'm proud to be part of an organization that welcomes anyone to join an environment where there is equal respect. Meetings turn into places where laughs, smiles, and new friendships are made, and that turns into long-standing friendships." We're so glad you're here, Jesselyn. Finally, we have Sydney Sicard from the Grey 4-H Association, who is returning for her second term as an ambassador. She's been a 4-H Ontario participant for 8 years and has completed 32 projects. She is a 4-H Ontario youth leader and has also participated in several provincial opportunities, including the provincial judging competition, the Impact Conference, and most recently Dairy Sense. She has also won various awards, including Grey 4-H Outstanding 4-H Agricultural Member, presented by the Ontario Ploughmen's Association, and the QB Union Award, which recognizes her consistent willingness to help others. When asked why she wants to continue as a 4-H Ontario ambassador, Sydney shared, "Being a 4-H Ontario ambassador is more than a title to me. It's an opportunity to serve, to share, and to inspire. I want to use my experience, skills, and passion to reach youth who may not yet know the benefits of 4-H, whether through hands-on learning, mentorship, or simply sharing my story. I aim to continue serving as a 4-H Ontario ambassador, building on the work I initiated during my first term and representing 4-H across the province with even greater impact." Welcome back, Sydney. We're so glad to have you. Congratulations to each of you and welcome to the 2026 4-H Ambassador team. I know we are all very excited to see what adventures and opportunity this year has in store for all of you, and we wish you the best of luck and hope you enjoy every minute. These ambassadors will be available to attend events across the province after their training in early May. Don't forget to submit your request to have an ambassador attend your local event. It's going to be a great year. I'd like to say one last thank you to our 2025 outgoing 4-H Ontario Ambassador team, and one more big welcome to our incoming 2026 4-H Ontario Ambassador team. Thank you so much.